It's very easy to pick up that dot really, really fast. So both eyes open, and it's super easy, barely an inconvenience to shoot that thing. If you've ever watched a Novice Sniper compilation and got inspired to play Airsoft, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, guys. Today we're talking about snipers. And I kind of want to just talk about bolt action rifles, sniper rifles, and their role in the Airsoft world. And if you're thinking about starting Airsoft and getting a bolt action as your first Airsoft toy, or you want to get into bolt actions, there are a few things you need to know. One of them being the scope, which is brought to part by our biggest sponsor of the channel today, Vector Optics, Victoptics in this case, which is the same company, but they have given us the 10x scope today for us to review, using sniping as a background to talk about this, so it's not just a plain review. So first things first. Yeah, shot in there, baby. Sniping Airsoft is definitely one of the hardest roles to play, mainly because we're not shooting big bolt action rifles that it can actually shoot 1,000 miles away. We're shooting little springers that shoot tiny little balls that can be affected by the wind. And so I'm not gonna be able to hit dudes from 50 meters away or 60 meters away. And that's kind of a tough pill to swallow. As cool as it looks and as cool as it is to shoot like that, it is pretty difficult. It is pretty difficult, I will say. So let's talk about the first thing, which is the rate of fire. Your rate of fire is completely limited to how fast you can cock that bolt. While everyone else is spamming AEGs and doing HPA and all that stuff, you're stuck doing this. Ho ho ho! So you're kind of stuck doing that, and you will be outgunned. But there's good news and bad news to that. One being, I was in the woods, so it's super hard to see people. And the good news being, I was in the woods and I had a very, very good scope to see people with. Which brings us into this little mini review about the Vector 10x fiber optic. So this baby boy is basically like the S6 that you all know and love, except this time it goes up to 10 times. And I gotta tell you right now, that reticle is really easy to see. It comes in a red dot. It comes in a green dot with all the little etchings and markings that if you so dare to choose and use. And one of the good things about this is that when you're trying to pick up on a target super quickly and you're trying to quick scope somebody, it's very easy to pick up that dot really, really fast. So just one. Both eyes open. And it's super easy, barely an inconvenience to shoot that thing. And I gotta tell you right now, that's important in the land of Airsoft, especially if you're using a CQB sniper like my ass, and you just gotta get on target really quick. Just like that. And now, one of the big things about LPVOs, depending on the quality of the glass, the more you zoom in, the cloudier it kind of gets. But the good news with this guy is that it goes all the way up to 10. So I can see really, really clearly, even up to 10 times, which is very, very useful. And then if I gotta go 1 times, it ends up just being a nice big red dot. And the other cool thing about this one is that it's very easy to adjust your windage and your elevation. In this case, I wanna adjust the height a bit so I can actually zero in and hit this little tiny target without destroying my house. And it holds 0 very easily. Very nicely and very easily. And I love this thing. It's super, super cool. And the cool thing about this is also real steel rated and gas rated. So if you throw it on my hardest kicking baby boy, which should be my AKM. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, image is not going out. Full auto, let's see. Did not lose 0 at all, and this image was super steady. You know what's actually pretty cool? It's actually not that heavy either. Why would I even want to get it 10 times? Scouting. When you're playing in woodland and you just gotta look for the enemy, having a nice scope that is clear all the way out to 10 times is very good for recon, that you can tell other people where they are and you can maneuver around. Usually what I would do when I'm playing on this, the sweet spot would probably be around 5 times or 4 times, or maybe 3. And if I want to get cheeky, maybe go for a 7. But either way, the image is very, very clear and I enjoy it. The mission that you're on dictates the tool that you're gonna bring, which brings me to the next part about sniping in airsoft is play style. So if you are an aggressive kind of player, or you like to get up there and get in people's faces and stuff like that, this is not the thing for you at all. You end up just pulling out your pistol and just pistoling people, or an MP7 or something like that. This is more about being a patient player, being someone who can maybe wait a little bit, read situations, get in a ghillie, and just kind of get down on the ground. Now, if you want to get into that kind of sniper thing, comes with a cost of like, you would have to upgrade this thing to the max to kind of get it up to the max jewel that you can. Right out the box, I don't think it's the class for you. But anyway, guys, the point is if you're gonna get into sniping, make sure you understand that the play style is different. You gotta have a lot of patience. You gotta have the right build, gotta know what you're getting into, and make sure you have the proper scope for a sniper that's versatile, that has a clear image. That is my review of the 10x scope by Victoptics, and why sniping might not be the thing you want to do first starting out. But if you're a veteran and you're kind of bored, try out some sniping. It's pretty fun. And get this scope too, because it'll make it a lot more fun when you can actually see what you're shooting at.